A huge welcome, everybody, to our game of the week. Finally, it is here. You can take all that just another game stuff and throw it out. The eyes of the nation are on this field today, and that's what these players live for. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They're going to run it here. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down.
I love early in a game like this where you get the running back involved. You just get his hands on the football. Also, nice, easy screen. Gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice, easy throw. And look at this. It ends up being a huge play.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Pulls it in. It's Eccles. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
The Bulls lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they catch him? Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, a costly mistake here by the quarterback. Forces that ball into coverage, and the defense comes up with the interception. Hate to see the game start off like this for this offense. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
He'll hand it off. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Oh, it's snapped to the back. They stop him, but it's a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line to give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on.
Get set, get set.
Testing the right side here.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Heading left after the handoff. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And looking to throw now on first down. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series, almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The Bulls will line up to boot it away. And this will be the first punt for this offense this afternoon. And that sets up a return. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Still going. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. An electrifying play, Kirk. He was just a better athlete than the guys trying to stop him on that coverage team.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by this returner. But let's also not forget the blocks. Some key blocks there that set this return up and eventually got him into the end zone.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down just across the 25-yard line.
And the South Florida offense will take over. 1st and 10.
USF offense is back out there now. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? They'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Winton. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Makes a quick catch. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia State 14, South Florida 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And he'll set up to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's exactly why you dial up a screen. The defense is overcommitting to the pass rush and trying to apply pressure on the quarterback. Great execution, plenty of space available, and, man, he had a convoy downfield to help him pick up big yards.
The ball carrier is the running back. Tackle is made at the 24. Second down coming up.
Second down after that previous play.
42 Spider.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up with...
This is great. This is what the great ones do. Uses his legs to buy a little bit more time rolling to his left, and at one point, he flipped a switch from passer to runner. He got a pretty good gain out of it, too.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They need 5 yards here on fourth down to keep the drive alive. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Catch made over the middle. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. They'll run it here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Linebacker, the ball carrier. Picks up 4. Brings up second down.
From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And it's caught. Touchdown, South Florida. Well, let's see if this score, Kirk, can breathe a little bit of life into this team.
Now, I know it's only one touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the second half.
With the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
14, South Florida, 7.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
First and 10.
And the Panthers offense back out there now. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Makes a quick grab. Defense ready. Very short gain on the play.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Second down after that short completion. Offense looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. A quick shoot. He's stopped, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it on first down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Not a long return, but the important thing that wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29. Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning. This offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. And sack sets up 2nd down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Catch made on the left side. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down. The Bulls looking to run some tempo here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, drops back. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough third and long. And he drops back in the gun. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. The Bulls will have to kick it away. Remember, his first punt was taken back to the house. And that one will bounce into the end zone for a touchback. The Georgia State offense on the field now. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? Looking to make a play deep downfield. It's caught on the right side for a huge gain.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia State.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. Backed up this close to their end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Bulls.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Georgia State offense back out there. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a two ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
And on the carry, he's heading left. Tackled, but first down. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half.
Timeout, South Florida.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First down. Looking to throw the football. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Georgia State 21, South Florida 14.
The Bulls will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Panthers offense back out there now. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Brought down, but broke a tackle. Produced a solid gain there.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Looking to pass here on second down. Oh, the freshman is lucky that didn't get picked off.
It's now third down.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46. The offense is clicking and the defense just searching for answers now. Keeping it on the ground here. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Here's the second down play. And the back now goes in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking to the end zone. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Panthers. Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The tackle on the PAT. It's a 2-touchdown lead now, 28-14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Georgia State, 28. Sack 14.
He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground.
And the South Florida offense will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They tackle him about the 14.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Caught quickly. Finds room at the 30. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
And the tackle is made. The screen pass there produces a solid gain.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
A completion makes it 2nd down. The back's got it. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
He's brought down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Gain of 7.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
The Bulls starting a new series here on 1st and 10. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. It's a quick grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay with him in man coverage.
Touchdown, USF. A strong fight back. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And now the try here for the extra point. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
28. South Florida, 21.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over.
Georgia State Panthers will take over 1st and 10.
Georgia State offense on the field now. The last possession, they really had the passing game. They keep moving right down the field for a touchdown. Quick pass, the catch is made.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught behind the line. It's Murray. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
He's tackled at the 30-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Georgia State 28, South Florida 21.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Trying to get the throw off. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Snags the quick throw. Gets some space around the 30. Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense really clicking here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 7th play of the drive coming up.
29 Philly. 2-9.
Looking to throw again. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Georgia State.
What a combination. This quarterback and this receiver. What I love here is the quarterback does a good job of not waiting too long. You're going to run out of room if you do. Got the ball out early enough, gave the receiver a chance to not only make the catch, but to get his feet down for that touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner looking to make a play here. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The USF offense is back out there now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. Touchdown, South Florida. And the comeback continues. So here we go, 4th quarter. They cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. But it's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
The extra point is good. Cuts it to a 7-point game, 35-28. Now they get set to kick it away.
South Florida, 28.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over.
Georgia State Panthers will take over
comes the Georgia State offense back out there. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. And they'll tackle at about the 23-yard line.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that third down play. 4th down and 2 coming up as you try to keep the drive going. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. On 4th down, a short toss to the running back. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
Will he score here? He'll be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
Oh, the running back. I think he might be frustrated. He has such a great gain, and somehow he gets pushed out of bounds at the 2-yard line. I think he wanted
muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Bulls.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Number 25, set to kick this one away.
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Panthers offense back out there now. The shotgun handoff here. And the Sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Receiver makes the grab. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You'd prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made it to 43.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Brought down after the catch, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Got it.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
3:25.
And at first down, they go right back to him. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Important second down play coming up.
Here we go.
Handoff from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Timeout, South Florida.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Going the other way. Can they stop him?
Oh, Chris, you're in the 4th quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
It's now 2nd down.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And this one is caught.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
On 3rd and short, to try to pick it up on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. The Bulls will have to kick this away. Now, before the kickoff, a timeout is taken by the kicking team here. The Bulls will send the punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. Ball lands at the 8 and bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Georgia State offense on the field now. This one's tricky in a tie game. How aggressive do you get? Risk a turnover. You've got some work to do just to get into field goal range. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Finds room at the 30. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. Now timeout taken by the offense with 19 seconds remaining. The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
At this point in the game, obvious situations, you're going to throw the football. I like the call by the defensive coordinator. Went with dime. 6 defensive backs get them as much speed on the field as you can. May have confused the quarterback there a little bit and led to that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. That's a bullet over the middle. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Not a long return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
This guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Eccles. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
Complete to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 40-yard line. That's the end of regulation with the score all time.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Offense will keep it on the ground here. Some hard running there through a tackle. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Nice grab. It's Winton. Got space, looking to score. Ball carrier tackled at the 2. A solid gain on that completion. And the big numbers just continue to pile up for this quarterback. That's more than 400 passing yards in the game now, Kirk.
Chris, this defense has tried everything to slow him down, and nothing has worked. Whether they play zone or man, they blitz to try to put pressure. Anything to get him out of his rhythm has not been able to work because of the way this guy's been able to read coverage and get the ball out of his hands quickly, and the results have been a monster day.
So the offense will set up 1st and goal here in this first overtime. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. Touchdown, USF. They strike first in OT.
USF.
They just keep feeding the running back the rock, and they cannot stop him. Another touchdown.
This running back is having a career game here today. And, you know, the defense, they've had the entire first half, halftime, to try to come up with some adjustments. Nothing that they are coming up with is working. From this offense, continue to give this back more chances.
So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for his big tight end. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And now a decision. You kick the PAT or go for 2 and the win. And Now for the crucial extra point to tie this up and force a second overtime. And the point after is good. So we're still tied now heading into the first play of double overtime. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
So the offense has a first and goal now here in the second overtime. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. In for a touchdown to claim the lead in double overtime. And now a two-point try coming up. Quarterback doesn't see anybody open. Kirk says, no, I just do this myself.
How about this? What a luxury. Anytime you can make something happen, even when all the receivers are covered, everything's taken away, you take it yourself. And good luck to the defense trying to stop that.
So they score the touchdown. Now by rule, they must go for two here in second overtime. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Is no good. That keeps the score. Georgia State 48, South Florida 42.
So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Touchdown, South Florida. A score they had to have.
Well, they did the tough part here by coming up with this touchdown. The game is tied. Now, of course, the rule in that second overtime, you got to go for two. Let's see what their favorite two-point play is. See if they can win it.
So it all comes down to this. If they make their two-point try, it's game over. Chance to win it right now. Now the offense will spend a timeout to get everybody organized. Can't afford a mistake at this moment. So it all comes down to this. If they make their two-point try, it's game over. Chance to win it right now. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in there. The two-point try wins the game in overtime. In these overtime games, Kirk, it just comes down to execution in the moment. Who can make one more big play? They did it. They come up with a signature W.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. I think this likely will end up being one of the best games, not only for them, but maybe in all of college football for the season. To me, it felt like an instant classic and one that fans should remember for a long time.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.